Hey guys, I'm going to be reviewing the movie Pearl today. It's directed by Ty West. By the way, this is going to be a spoiler review. Going to be spoiling it. So if you have not seen Pearl, basically, yeah, watch it before I review it. Oh yeah, I watched Pearl with him. And
now I don't know.
you were asleep though for the last hour. But we're going to talk about it.
Actually, what's up? We are in Italy right now. I usually am not on this channel because it is bad for me. But thank you for
We're talking about Pearl.
This guy here.
Mia
Follow
Goth.
him. Andrew Beaverman 123.
Thank you. Mia Goth stars in this film. And she's quite good. She's reprising her role as the old lady from X, which is weird if you think about it, because she's actually cute in this. In the other one, she was like this old bitch. She was herself,
She was
though.
people.
She was two. Yeah, she played
Good
Next.
catch. Good catch.
Yes. But I thought Pearl was an interesting movie. Clearly, it could have been better. I think this was just Ty West trying to, make a prequel. I mean, it was pretty cheap. You could tell they shot it in like a couple sets, and honestly, it was just not that much of a, original story. It was about a girl trying to escape from her family, and then all of a sudden she's murderous. I think that is the thing that I just didn't really, get. If maybe they had like implied why she was such a psychopath, did they? Like she just starts like humping the scarecrow and stuff, and then pushes like
her dad is mute. Her mom is abusive.
They give that. They give that her father's bad and her mother is abusive. I just guess I think that it felt very cliche in a way, or yeah, we've seen movies like that. So then the fact that she all of a sudden turns into a murderer and then kills the guy who's going to probably be playing Superman is such a stretch. Like,
oh, let's talk about that. No, Superman. So
David Cornsweet.
For those of you who have seen Jesse, you would know that Mrs. Chesterfield's son.
I don't know his name, but he was up for the role of Superman. But they basically they might cast David Cornsweet, we'll see. But he was in Pearl, he was fine, he gets stabbed. It just doesn't feel like there's enough to really explain why she goes so crazy. And then in the end, she's like smiling and it's supposed to be all happy.
Smiling and crying.
And yes, it just
Roll
felt...
credits.
Yes. I like the idea of what they're trying to do. They're trying to give an intro to, this was the beginning of porn in a way. The guy's saying this is going to be a big deal in the future. And he's recording her. I think it's great, as a prequel to X. It's a great idea. You could tell Ty West was like, oh, this is cool, And it really does have moments where you think of, a 1920s setting and the fact that they're in a movie theater with masks on and there's also a pandemic going on at the time. And the fact that they are just, like, watching movies, or even just the fact that they bring up pornography and it feels like it's trying to kind of stretch into the modern world, which X is about. I mean, I think that there's a lot of potential there. It just feels very dull. And it was 100 minutes. It has some cool designs, like with the pastels and the scarecrow and whatever, but it just felt overall very bland. Like, there could have been a much better version of this movie. Maybe a gorier version. Maybe a more nightmarish, surreal version where she, like, in her head goes on a killing spree. I mean, I really feel that this was just a fun project for Ty West to do after he shot X. I mean, they were filmed in the same location. It was filmed in secret in like a month. I mean, it just feels like it was something he did for fun. I don't think he was thinking of, I'm going to make a great movie out of this. I mean, what do you think, Jake?
I agree. I don't agree with the inappropriate parts that you were mentioning, but I do agree that,
What parts were those? We'll move on. Anyway, Max said Jenna Ortega or Mia Goth. Oh, that's Mia Goth, but it's hard to see from here. Speaking of, I would think they'd want Jenna Ortega back, but she's dead. So unless she's like a ghost, a Force ghost, how are you going to include her in Max XX Scene, the sequel?
Do what they did in the new Flash.
Oh yeah, they're gonna CG. They're gonna deep fake her like Superman. And when Mia Goth is like
Did you do a review on that yet?
I did. Quite a bad movie.
Check that out. It's a good review.
Not a good movie, but a good review. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for cameoing, Jake.
Good to speak with you guys.
And see you soon. Watch Pearl, only if you want to watch it. It's not the best, but give Ty West some credit, I guess. Anyway, see you soon.